Well, here we are, starting out on day 2. There's somebody else's tent, and it's must be about 10:30. No, 9:30. 10:30 Alberta time, 9:30 local time. Up at 8, so now I have to get going. That's not too bad, I guess. Remember from last pictures, the same shot along here, except now you got the sun hitting there. Sun didn't get to the tent at all, so I had to shake stuff off, and it's a little damp, but it'll dry out in the sun in about 10 minutes, so that'll happen later. It's a little cool here, but gorgeous morning. Just looking around, there's not a cloud in the sky. It's gorgeous. I'm one of the last ones out of camp though. I think there's 1 or 2 other couples left, but everybody else headed out somewhere on the trail. 7 or 7:30, I think. The Garmin says 3.5 hours to get to the destination, but it'll be longer than that because of that 2,000 foot climb that I'm going to hit in about 10 minutes. And then we'll just labor our way up. So that'll warm things up pretty quick. Here we are at Falls of the Pool. It's not quite halfway up the climb. It's a little over an hour 10 minutes since I left the campsite. Slow uphill for me as always. But you can see the Falls of the Pool there. This is just a little rest area. Let's walk down the valley. Go over here. See, there's the falls there, and it's down that way. Pretty impressive falls. We're heading up that way. Yeah, it's pretty much as I expected. About 3/4 of a kilometer of slight uphill, and then into the grudge, which is 4K of uphill. And I've done, I don't know, a little over 1 of that. But most of it, yeah, it doesn't quite match up. My watch, I'd done close to 800 feet of climbing. Total, I got 2,200. So that would only leave already. 1,400. Going over a third of the way. Oh, just keep motoring away. Oh, time to get going now. Well, time for another pack-off break. I went for about 45 minutes from the last one, and just really feeling tired now with the relentless uphill. I can see Emperor Falls from where I am, so I thought I'd get to the falls and have a snack there, but no, I was just tired out too much. Yeah, it's just the relentless uphill, and it's pretty rocky in areas, so you got to figure out where to walk. A little bit of mud. You see down there, there's some mud on the trail, but only a few short sections, and it's not all that bad. So I'll sit here for 10 or 15 minutes and rest, and got some M&Ms, water, just relax a bit and put the pack on and head up again. I don't know if I'm over halfway. I don't know if I'm 3/4 though, but I expect close. Well, getting closer, third pack off break. Just feet are getting really tired on this gravel, so I didn't go. The lake's only 15 minutes away, but I just felt it was time for a break. And you can see that's Berg Lake here there. So we'll get a much better view of it later. And that's the valley. I got just under 4K to go. That's the lady up there. I don't know how well this will sound because it's a bit of wind out here, which is nice and refreshing because it's a warm day. Anyway, that's Mount Robson back there. No clouds on the top, which is unusual. Oh, that's the path I've been coming up down the valley. Can't quite see, but that section right there, there's a scree slope, and it's about a kilometer walk along there, so that's not overly comfy on the feet either. Yeah, I probably should have brought the heavier socks, but I have what I have. Just showing all the mountains around here. More, oh, that's the hiker with the puppy coming down. Another one going up. Try and get some better shots of Robson in another hour or so. Well, there's Mount Robson. And it's Berg Lake there, but that's Berg Glacier. There. Pretty unusual to get a shot of Robson like that. Usually it's cloud covered. Well, got to the campground okay. Feet are sore. Can't go any more than about an hour, and then I have to take a pack off break. But yeah. So that would affect my. I was trying to do a longer distance, but that, all that uphill this morning certainly got to me. And then I hiked out to here. I stopped at Berg Lake for some lunch. Got to the campsite here, picked a site, set up. I'm in the sun, so it's like 30 in the tent. And there's bugs, which is why I'm in the tent. I'm just here on the thermarest. And as I say, it's kind of warm, but there's no bugs here. I've got the screens open, or the screens are closed, but the fly's on, and that part is open so that I get a bit of breeze through here. There is a bit of wind, but as soon as you stop anywhere, and between the black flies and the skeeters, they're there looking for you. So I'm just gonna sit here. I'll lay here for a while, let my feet feel a little bit better, and then decide on supper later on and what I'm gonna do from there. Well, back in the tent, I went out and hung up my stinky stuff and, well, put it in the bear locker. Went down to the creek, and it's cold, but washed up part of me anyway, mostly legs and arms and face. Came back to the tent, and it's not quite as warm in the tent now, or as hot as it was. So my entertainment right now is watching little critters, insects. They fly in underneath the fly, and then they get caught in the top. Well, I don't know how much of this you'll be able to see, but there's a wasp there. Can't get his way out. And then there's that fly there with 2 circles on his wings. I had a spider buddy. He was kind of small, and he's left. And then there's a mosquito there, and well, that's spider buddy right there. And there's the wasp, who just, all he has to do is fly from where he is there over along here, and then he can get out. But the only place he seems to fly is down here, and he can't really get out, or else way over here, which is where he came in. And then the fly there hangs out in that side of the tent. I'm cheering for both of them to get out, because that one, I don't know what it is with the spots on its wing. And oh, he's gone. Oh, there, the wasp is gone. He figured it out. But oh, and there's Arachnid Buddy. He's sitting there. I'm gonna flick him off probably. And then there's a fly there. I don't know if that's not spotted fly though. Oh, spotted fly is right on the tent there still. Anyway, that's my entertainment, is to watch these guys and see if they can make it out or not. I sure as heck don't want them making it in here. And go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just counting legs, because I can see insects on the outside, and I can count their legs. And that helps me to figure out what they are. But anyway, I'm hoping they all get out. The problem is, as soon as I open the door at all, everybody finds me, and all of a sudden there's 2 or 3 black flies along with a couple of mosquitoes in the tent, and then I have to hunt them down and get rid of them, because otherwise they're going to feast on me. Anyway, it's now close to 5:30. I'm just going to lay here for another half hour, and then I'm going to head off and make something to eat. Not hungry, likely because of the warm day and overexertion. Garmin says I need to recover over 3 days, but that's not going to quite happen. Not sure what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm going to lay here in the tent, get up and pee 3 or 4 times in the middle of the night as usual, and then see what the sun's doing and how my feet are feeling. I may do a short hike out to Adolphus is I think it's 10K round trip if I go to the end of the lake with a little elevation gain. Snowbird Pass would be great, but it's close to 3,000 feet of elevation gain over 8 kilometers and then 8 kilometers back. Although when I look at the elevation profile, it shows not too bad at the start, and then it gets steep. So I may just go in 4K, and once it gets steep, turn around and come back. But we'll see what tomorrow brings. Also depends how my foot feels, especially my right foot, but even my left one. Yeah, I should have brought the thicker socks. If I rest every hour, it's not too bad, but over time it just gets sorer and I get slower.